Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. In the last parts, we headed off to Gridania. We confronted the Lord 11 Ramu himself. It was very peaceful. He challenged us to a trial in which we passed, and we got his blessing, sort of. And then we headed back to Mordona to report our success, where we had a friendly little bout with one of our fellow scions. Alphinaud has a plan to organize a new organization. So let's see what he has planned. Pray forgive me if I tread over old ground, but I must first speak with the grand plan. Since the advent of the 7th Astral Era, the leaders of the three nations have been deliberating over an accord that seeks to bring the disparate forces of Eorzea together into a single entity. A realm-wide grand company, if you will. The military might of such an institution would be drawn from every corner of the land and directed against threats that no single nation could hope to overcome alone. Yet, while the purpose of this hypothetical organization is undisputed, the logistics of its formation have become the source of endless debate. And the longer these discussions continue, the more I sense the impetus towards the unification draining away. Thus have I been campaigning for the creation of what might be considered a trial company. It will be on a much smaller scale than what we had hoped to eventually achieve, but capable of the same manner of unrestricted operation according to the Scions. It is my hope that the successful utilization of such force will lend momentum to the lagging deliberations. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Also, being a primarily military outfit, I mean to assuage fears of its misuse by placing the fledgling organization under the authority of the Antecedent. The Scions work tirelessly to protect Eorzea and its people. But as you yourself have witnessed with the refugee revolt, there are limitations to what we can achieve. With this new company under the Sans command, however, we will be capable of responding to a wider range of difficulties without straining our resources or overtaxing your formidable talents. The goals of my proposed organization are of those of the Scions are ultimately identical, a point conceded by all concerned. But before I can move forward with establishing the precursor to the true border-spanning Grand Company, 'tis yet necessary that I visit the three leaders to gain their official approval. A tiresome and time-consuming task, which is why I ask that you accompany me on the journey and attend to the business of recruiting our inaugural members while I am otherwise engaged with bureaucratic formalities. Thank you. 'Tis reassuring indeed to know that the Bringer of Light and her discerning eye will be selecting your future allies. Our first destination will be Limsa Lominsa. Let us rendezvous at Bulwark Hall. Guy's got ambitions. He's got ambitions. Oh boy. Alright. See if I can. Oh, I gotta get this last video in before I actually call it a night. Getting closer and closer to Heaven's Ward. Now with White Knight Chronicles starting to come to a close, let's start putting more attention to this. I think once I actually finish White Knight Chronicles, I'm gonna dedicate a lot of time to this before I go on to the next playthrough that's played alongside this. I think that's what I'm gonna probably do. Ah, there you are. I'm ready to ascend to the bridge and speak with Admiral Blowfishwind. While the Admiral and I are finalizing promissory boundaries and signed parchments, I would have you begin the recruitment process in earnest. I have, of course, endeavored to spread the word of our organization through various channels, but I believe a personal approach will reach many who may otherwise remain ignorant of the opportunity. As for potential members, it is of no matter or should they already be pledged to another institution, only that they are willing to lend their strength when the situation demands it, and need range into the countryside. The upper decks alone are popular with sufficient candidates to suit their purpose. Once you are satisfied with your recruiting efforts, meet me at the airship ticket counter and we might prepare for the next leg of our journey. Alright. I am now a recruitment officer. Oh, they're all over the place, huh? Okay. Let's go up here first. Sir, an organization with the freedom to operate with territorial impunity? I must say your proposal intrigues me. But the Krakens well know that there is time to act and time to watch. I'm afraid this trial company of yours falls into the latter category. At least he was somewhat interested in it. Too bad, not enough interest. Alright, Reiner! Master Alphinaud's new organization? Yes, I heard the formation of his trial company was in the offing. It is with regret, however, that I must decline your invitation. As commander of the Yellow Jackets, the protection of Limsel Minson must needs receive my full attention. Well, we tried. Well, I'm up here. I can hit the, I can hit my, my free company. Or not my free company, my grand company, to see if I can get my rank increased. Should be able to. So if I want to do hunts eventually on this character, I need to get to the second lieutenant rank. I'm still a couple ranks away. Which means I need a lot more seals. Apply for promotion! I already completed the hunting log, so I'm good. Sweet. I'm a sergeant 3rd class! In the name of the Admiral, I hereby appoint another... Okay, you're not eligible to take a wider range of company levies. Good. Great. New Grand Company assignments are now available. I needed to do this anyway for the relic, I think. Wait. Oh. I looked at it and said, wait a minute. Level 90 weapon coffer. I was about to say, wait, there's level 90 isn't even in the game yet. Now I read the description, it's item level. Alright, so I think we got a new batch of hunting logs for... We do. Sweet. Of course, I'll do all that off video, obviously. Who in the bloody hells do you think you're talking to, Drylander? I'm a pirate, not some sodden knight in shining plate. If you're looking for a righteous fop, try knocking on that dandy Carvelane's door. Ooh. Well, it's not looking too good. We're gonna really recruit a guildmaster. Sir, would you like to build some stuff with us? A precursor to United Eorzea Grand Company. Well, I do admire the scope of your ambition. My responsibilities here at Naldic and Vimelis keep me close to the forge. I have not the time to be trapezing hither and yon across the realm. Should you require my skills in armor, however, I might be willing to accept some special commissions. Oh, I guess he was nice about it. But, yeah, I suck as a recruiter, apparently. My recruiting skills need some work. Alright, who's over here that wishes to join our illustrious grand company? Raoul! Sir. Well, if it ain't sensible either way, I'd not forget a venture brave enough or daft enough to seek the shortcut into Titan's bedchamber. You remember old Raoul, don't you? Formerly of the old company heroes. 3 whistles at Bronze Lake. Aye, it ain't often I drag on my arse out to Limso for a drink, but I'm right glad I did. How you fare you these days? You're looking to put together a new crew? Top tier work? that sounds like a right lark, it does. Alrighty, lassie, count me in. The heroes might have been gone their separate ways, but I ain't ready to climb into the grave just yet. Well, we got one. We're 1 out of 5 where we're successful. That's like what? 15% out of 100? I don't know. I don't know my fractions. Alright, we gotta get to the airship landing. Sir, take me away. Where are you at? Cecily, you're recruiting well, I trust. I'm curious as to how my proposal was received by the rough and ready folk of Eorzea. Ah, remember the legendary Grand Company of Heroes indicated his interest. Astonishing. I knew enlisting your aid was the right choice. Few could boast the acquaintance of such an elusive character. I too was successful in my task. The Admiral consented to sign all the documents requiring her approval. I can only hope that my visit with the elder seeds here proceeds as smoothly. Pray continue to go on to Gridania at your own pace. I shall await you at Nofika's altar. Fine. I could take the airship there, but that's just another screen to leave. Ooh, Odin's up. Apparently, it's out in the South Shroud. Right down there. You know what? I haven't seen Odin in a while. Let's go see Odin. The Odin fate in this game is actually pretty interesting. It's scaled to level 70, which it sucks. It's scaled to 70. It used to not be scaled. It used to be. The Odin fate still pretty much wipes entire servers if you don't kill it fast enough. It's a fun little fate though. It's interesting because the person who kills Odin gets the final blow off him, becomes Odin next time he spawns, and yeah, he hit as I expect. He hits hard. It's nothing like the trial. Nothing like the trial. Right there. There's the big bad Odin himself. And the person, yeah, as you can see, whoever that person is, that was the person who landed the killing blow on Odin last time. Yeah, you see, Odin is still a very popular fate. Yeah, since it's scaled to 70, it's not aggroing anybody because they're not synced down. So if I got close to it, I would die. Who's that would deny me my passage? Hey, see what I mean? Look at that. Oh boy. It still takes an effort to kill Odin. Yeah, and it doesn't help that he puts up the physical vulnerability up too. I mean, he will literally destroy a tank. He can rip through a tank's defenses pretty fast, especially with the physical vulnerabilities. It is a good way to get the achievement for reviving people, though. It's been a long time since I last fought Odin. Odin and Behemoth are like the special fates for Reborn. The other expansions have their own little special big ultimate big mega boss fates. But these Odin is probably like one of the most popular ones for obvious reasons. I still have yet to actually land the killing blow on it myself though, so one day I will, maybe. Surprised no one's dead yet. Oh boy. Gavel circle? Oh boy. I'm out! Oh boy. That's Odin's like death thing. You don't kill him fast enough, he'll kill everybody instantly, and that sweet! And you get achievement out of it too. Big fates like that give achievements. They don't give rewards out of it, but they give you achievements. And the items that we got, we can exchange for some cool shit, but shit that I can't use for this character. All right, well that was a fun little thing. All right, we need to go back to Gridania. All right. My guy audience with the elder seats here is due to commence momentarily. I would be grateful if you would once more proceed to the task of recruitment here in Gridania. After you deem the well potential candidates as run dry, let us rendezvous with the airship ticket counters before. Alright, 4 people here. So we got 2 there. Well, since we're here, let's hit the amphitheater first. Oh gods, can it should be you? By what fickle fortune must the first face to see upon my release be yours? Could be you don't remember me. It is I, Laurentus, the man whose crimes you exposed. I was a whaler and a regular patron. Oh, it's you, the Buscarans. Oh yes, now I remember. Well, of course you do. I was beginning to wonder if Gaul had changed me more than I realized. Not that I have any particular wish to be recognized by after my shameful conduct. The less said about my past, the better, I suppose. And what of you, adventurer? What brings you to these parts of Gridania? Recruiting, eh? And what is your policy on reform for convicts? I understand the wood whalers will have not more to do with me. This may be just like a chance I was looking for. Reverend Soul, you say? I shall leave at once. You should not regret this. I promise you, I am a changed man. Let's hope so. Alright, so over there, and up there. Okay. Grandfather, you must call it a day. Let us return to the guild and rest ere your tormented bag gives up on you for good. Terrible, sir. We're just... Oh, Cecil, isn't it? It has been some time since our paths crossed outside our Copperbell mines. Why, you were barely more than a novice adventurer then, but look how far you've come. Mother Mione tells me 'twas you who felled the fearsome black wolf. Now you seek stout-hearted souls to fill the ranks of a new order. Well, your cause isn't doubly just, and my old companion here would be much relieved to see me in good hands. Yes, I'll do it. This is the very first thing I've been spent my entire adventuring career working towards. I'll start joining your company just as soon as I've seen Isildar safely home. Cool. We got two successfuls so far. We're half and half. 2 for 2. Let's go for 3. More successful here than in freaking Limsa. Oh man. You would offer this old man a place in your company of champions? I am both puzzled and honored by your invitation. Pray forgive me, young mistress, but I cannot accept. I have sworn to abide here for whatever scant years remain to me, and bear responsibility for the evils my lady has brought upon this land. Well, you don't have to be like that. Come on, guy. You've beaten yourself up too long. But whatever. Alright, what about this guy? Can I recruit you? It is not often a guild officer such as myself gets recruited. This company of yours certainly sounds to have some promise, but its duties appear less than focused. I must refuse your invitation until such time as your organization is more organized. I guess that, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Alright. It's back to the airship docks. We were 2 for 2. Or 2 for 4. So, more success in Limsa. What news, Sessa? For my part, the other seats here is most amenable to our requirements. A former wood whaler and a seasoned adventurer, our company will not lack for variety, that much is certain. An interesting harvest indeed. Shall we strike into Ul'dah while this island is hot? Let's meet at the Royal Promenade and endeavor to conclude our main business. Our journey draws to a close. All right. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ul'dah, the gilded city where one's fortunes defines one's worth. I hope some manner of fortune is with us, and this final leg proves as successful as the previous two. Might I suggest descending to the lower level before beginning your recruitment efforts? I do not think the Sultana will take too kindly to us poaching from her personal guard. Let us be back here at the promenade when our respective tasks are complete. Good hunting, Cecila. I get that makes sense. Can I jump down? Okay. So, you're the only one over here, so I'll go grab you first. Wilred, sir. Wait, you're the lady who came to Little Alphinaud looking for that masked devil. Who knows what might have happened if you hadn't? I'd probably be dead, and a whole lot more with my friends besides. We're such fools. Anyway, that disaster really got me thinking about our homeland and about the outsider who saved us from ourselves. I realized how easily I'd been manipulated and vowed to make of myself a more worldly man. So here I am, in the company of champions, and you say it'll take me to all corners of the realm? That sounds exactly like the kind of opportunity I need. And don't worry, I'm not the same stripling you met in Little Alphinaud. I've prepared myself to fight the evil I now know is out there. Cool! Or one in the hole. Or is it out of the hole? Alright. Hello, madam. Orson. Oh, what a happy coincidence. Do you remember me, perchance? I am Orson, the Church of Saint Adama Landama. Thank you again for your timely rescue. I don't remember any of this. I must also thank you for preventing that fraudulent priest from preying on Drayblone's less fortunate. Did they change the name of that chapel or what? I thought it was Saint Coinohawk. Are you here for your companion? Thancred, wasn't it? Just new companions to seek then. Your proposed organization sounds a powerful force for good, but my place is at the church with the children. Nevertheless, I wish you well in this undertaking. Well... oh well. I guess that kind of makes sense. Madam, I'm sorry, you wish to recruit me? Is this some new fashion manner of propositioning a lady? Or, well, I'm afraid you're wasting your time. This lady's already spoken for. Good day to you, miss. I think you misunderstood my proposal, but whatever. I don't want you anyway. I'll be honest, you're not quite my type. Have you come to tell me the news, soldier? Well, I've already heard it. Seems that the would-be savior of Ul'dah's refugees wouldn't got himself killed, not by your hand. And he was just as much a pawn as the hapless cast-offs he sought to deceive. Eh? That's not why you're here? Ah, you'd be surprised what rumors drip down Pearl Lane. I know this glorious new company of yours and just how far I'd go to avoid getting involved with it. Whispers on the streets say your organization is funded by corrupt coin. By syndicate money. If you think you're recruiting for a just cause, then you're a bigger fool than I took you for. Excuse me, I don't work for the syndicate. But okay, believe what you want to believe, guy. A company that looks to cure the ills of Realm Entire. Listen, friend, I can scarcely bear the complaints of the next stall over, let alone the conundrums of of a neighboring nation. I think that's a hard no. Well, we were very unsuccessful here. We got like what, one? How fared you, Cecila? What hidden gems did the streets of Ul'dah offer up in your unrelenting gaze? Not much, to be honest with you. A single Alamegan youth? Well, you've certainly given us an admirable start, even if our ranks are yet somewhat thin. In these troubled years following the calamity, talk of Eorzea's salvation must seem akin to grasping at clouds. But there are those who have risen to the challenge, nonetheless, and the hope that inspires these people has borne no small part for the victories that you yourself have won. Thank you, Cecil. I will not squander the precious gift you have placed into my keeping. These recruits have become the foundation of a new beginning. And yes, we are free to begin. As you no doubt your surmise, the Sultana also graced my trial company with her blessings. Our first wave of recruitment is over, and the document signed, and the finances secure. There is naught to prevent me from taking the next step. You are concerned about the syndicate's involvement, as was I. Thus was the origin of every coin of their contribution carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built on corruption. Naturally, I would prefer not to rely upon outside sources at all, but even my family's substantial coffers could not sustain a venture of this magnitude. As for the rumors and doubts surrounding this enterprise, well, such plague us until the company has had a chance to prove its worth. It will not be an easy process, but we will earn people's trust one success at a time. Speaking of time, we should waste no more of it. Let's return to the Rising Stone and lay the first stone of a united Eorzea. Alright. What's going on? Oh. And away we go.
ラウバーン、アルフィノの動き、あれをどう思う？
グランドカンパニーエオルゼアに向けた第一歩として先行統一組織を設立するという話ですか？アルテマウェポンという共通の敵を前にまとまりかけていた統一グランドカンパニーの話も遅々として進んでおりませんからな。さまざまな問題を抱える現状を考慮すれば、アルフィノ殿が先導し再びきっかけを作ったことは喜ばしいことではありませんか？
表で協力を謳いながら裏では争いを続けている。どこの国もウルダ派と同じか。ラウバーン、わらわはあの組織をあまりよく思っておらんのじゃ。あれには各国のグランドカンパニーの精鋭たちも参加し、武力に特化した組織となっておろう。暁の管理下とはいえ危険ではなかろうか。それにな、あの組織の設立にサカツ州から資金提供があったことが気がかりなのじゃ。いつ奴らの私兵となるやもしれん。
しかしながら七モ様、我らは暁に蛮神問題を肩代わりさせてきました。戦力増強を求める彼らの声を無視することもできますまい。加えて資金提供はサカツ州のみにあらず、九段のサカツ州からの資金もロロリトラを通していないきれいな金です。それにあの冒険者がいる暁なのです。間違った方向に走ることはないでしょ
そう、あの者たちならばな。しかし人は移ろいゆくもの。その気はなくとも時の流れは人の意志すら動かすのじゃ。荒野に舞う砂塵のようにな。テレジアデレジの剣、いかようにもならぬのか。
いろいろと手は尽くしましたが、今のこのウルダ派に奴を捕まえねばならぬ法がございません。無理に捕らえればそれこそ奴の思うツボ。これでは。
奴がしでかしたことは明確なのに捕まえることもできるのか。何が国家か、何が王家か。アランはなぜこうも無力なのじゃ。
ナナモ様。
Oh boy. Man, I can understand. I can get where she's coming from. It's frustrating that you can't do shit. It's like freaking Cold Steel. Or not Cold Steel, it's like Tales from Zero and Azure. This is not a journey I soon wish to repeat. But I cannot pause the rest. The culmination of all our effort is at hand. I must see to the preparations of the inaugural ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services, Cecil. I am certain that Antecedent will be relieved to see you free for other duties. Greetings, Cecil. Alphinaud tells me that all is in place to begin his trial company. The Scions shall certainly be grateful to have the support of such an organization. The inaugural ceremony is set to take place here at the Rising Stones. Tataro is cooperating with Alphinaud to see that all is in readiness. Some are afraid the recruits themselves have been left to their own devices for the time being. Quite a number of them new faces have arrived in Revenant Soul of late, and I wonder if Slapborn might not find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and see if there's not he requires? Okay, let's go help our buddy Slav. What can I do for you, Cecila? I thought you'd have your hands full helping out with this new arm of the Scions. I barely noticed your recruits arrived. 'Twas barely a trickle compared to the flood of treasure hunters we have passed through here every day. Well, I appreciate your offer of aid. 'Tis more your burden that concerns me. I'm told this trial company will answer directly to the Antecedent, and so I trust it means less work for you in the long run. Slapborn! The shipment! We couldn't... What happened? God's wound, what befell? We were bringing a shipment to Revenant's Toll, provisions earmarked for the frontier effort. But just as we sought to cross over into Mordon, we were set upon by brigands. I believe they may have been heretics. There are too many. We will escape with our lives by abandoning supplies. Please forgive us. There is not yet to forgive. Provisions can be replaced, but smart soldiers are hard to find. Take your rest and I'll have someone along to tend to those wounded. What to do? If heretics are involved, and this is likely to be more than a case of simple thievery, Ishgard will need to be informed. And whence did these supplies originate? From House Fortoms. We collected provisions from Camp Dragonhead proper. Understood. I shall see that they are proprietors of this development. Cessa, were you not on good terms with the Knights of House Fortoms? I will be sending them a missive immediately, of course, but I'll also have you travel there and offer your considerable talents. Yes, I realize that I contradicted my early hopes to lighten your load, but I need someone who can help bring this incident to a satisfactory conclusion. Our favorable relations with Ishgard are far too important to risk half measures. Thank you for your understanding. I am certain Lord Horschiffon will be glad of your assistance. Alright. It's been a while since we've been here. I jumped on the wrong way. Well, visit my fine friend Cessa Rye. Would you care for a plate of rose carkle? Some mulled wine? No? Ah, I see you're not coming to my hall merely to escape the biting cold. I was in fact on the verge of opening an urgent missive from Revenant Stoll, and I suspect that the time of your arrival is no coincidence. Well, you see...
なるほど。開拓団の件で訪ねてきたのだな。皆まで言うな。それだけ分かれば十分だ。開拓団。実に肉躍るたくましい響きではないか。しかもお前が参加しているとはあらば、なおのこと。いい。
Alright, guy. You need to calm down there.
モードナに一大拠点が築かれれば、彼女の帝国軍もクルザスへ介入しづらくなるだろう。加えて、お前には個人的な恩もある。これに協力しない道理はないと、本家に掛け合って支援物資を手配したのだがな。よりにもよって、異端者に奪取されるとは。実は最近クルザスを根城とする異端者が組織化され、いささか手を焼いているのだ。異端者の頭目は氷の巫女と呼ばれる女。我々も調査を続けているが、本名すら暴けていない。異端者たちはその氷の巫女を聖女のように敬い、死も厭わずに行動しているようでな。奴らによる組織的な犯行が増えつつあるのだ。今のところこのキャンプへの実害は少ないが、ここより西方ではたびたび奴らが目撃されているらしい。ホワイトブリム全焼地ならば情報がつかめるかもしれんぞ。行ってみるか。そうかそうか。支援物資の件はいかんだが、季節してお前の汗が再びこの雪原にきらめく日が来たようだな。
This guy's very excited.
お前は以前よりも強靭になった。そしてうなずき一つから溢れるその揺るぎなき自信。いいぞ、ますます活躍から目が離せん。何か分かったらぜひ私にも知らせてくれ。この辺りは一段と冷えるからな。 暖かいとこを用意して待っているぞ。
All right. Aft White Brim. Maybe Drill Monk can apprise us of what's going on around here. Cessla, welcome, welcome. You'll be pleased to know that the repairs are still in vigil to proceed at pace. We shall rebuild sure and strong, and that the Dravians battle themselves senseless against our shield in the west. I would venture, however, that the matters of masonry are not what brought you to Whitebrim. On the trail of a band of thieving heretics? By the fury, but you seem destined to cross paths with those villains. I must confess then, 'tis a sad truth that the wilds hereabouts have indeed grown thick with their number. They strike swiftly, without warning, and are canny enough to evade most of our able trackers. But 'tis not merely their newfound organization that confounds us. The heretics are themselves seem somehow changed. I know not what matter of influence this Iceheart wields, but the men we face seem utterly lost in the grip of righteous fervor. It is an unsettling and unnatural zeal. Mayhap you could care to question one of their recent victims? Fate would have it, your rival came moments after a trader was waylaid on the road. A patrol found the unfortunate fellow lying senseless in the snow and carried him to the infirmary. Assuming he has regained the use of his faculties, the merchant might recall some small detail that could aid you in your task. Alright. Is he upstairs? Get me off this thing. I'll tell you what happened. Why, yes, of course. I am quite recovered enough for that. Anything to help to catch those cowardly blackhearts. I was traveling my usual route to wipe him from when a sudden blow sent me reeling. The next thing I knew, I was on the ground and several heretics were rifling through my cargo. Arms, armor, crystals, they were taking everything. 'Twas then that one of them noticed my bleary gaze and stalked over to better acquaint my head with his mace. Before darkness claimed me, however, I distinctly heard the words, "Return to Snowcloak." I dare say that is where they were hauling my goods, but you'll not catch me rushing off in pursuit. They tell me 'twas a miracle I survived at all, and I'll not trust my thick skull to see me twice, a second time. Ooh. Okay. Where is this Snowcloak at? Ooh. Oh boy. Look at this look at this carnage. Surrender the crystals! Your end has come! No, yours. Your end has come. My life belongs to the lady. Well. Alright. Well, that was... God, try a weapon, foul. Wait, I recognize you. You adventurer. You come seeking heretics. Then we share a common purpose. We were on patrol when we chanced across one of their raiding parties and pursued them here. By rights, we should have them quartered in this ravine. Yet they have gone. They're gone, vanished like icy wraiths. Ooh. Can't hide from me. You glimpsed a woman atop the cliff. Could it be Iceheart herself come to sneer at our folly? And to where did she disappear? The heretics must have discovered a passage through the frozen walls, some hidden tunnel that escaped our notice. We have not the men to risk further investigation. It would be best we were to return to White Room and lay our suspicions before drillment. Really? I can't just charge in there? Fine. Open the door. Sessa appears to you my thanks once again. The surviving knights spared no detail in the report. The venues found in your snow cloak were some of my finest. That they should be bested so handedly. I fear I have woefully underestimated the threat of these heretics pose. While understanding my balk of the notion, I must ask that you put aside your mission and consider the stolen provisions lost to us for now. 'Twould be ill-advised to blunder unprepared to what may well be their lair of our enemy. Pray return to Dragonhead and inform Lord Horsefall of your discoveries. He will wish to plan contingencies of his own. As for Iceheart and her fanatics, the freezing heights of Snowcloak will not shield them from our justice for long. Okay. Okay.
ああ、いいところに戻ってくれた。ちょうどお前の戦いぶりに思いを馳せていたのだ。一撃を食る際の肉体のしなりなどとてもいい。
A little overdramatic, don't you think?
時が許せば差しで向き合い稽古をつけてもらいたいが、まずは報告を聞かねばな。氷の巫女について何か情報を得ることはできたか？うん。スノークローク代表壁でそのようなことが。あの辺りはクルザス中央高地の中でも気候変化の影響が色濃く現れた場所だ。そのため未だ一帯の全容は明らかになっていない。異端者にとっては良い隠れ家かもしれんな。一度早急に調査するよう進言すべきか。それにしても氷の巫女とは一体何者だ。異端者をまとめ上げるなど相当な実力者に思える。お前と共に追ってみるのも一興だが、現状では危険が過ぎるか。教皇庁の神殿騎士にも連絡し対策を願おう。新任の神殿騎士団長はなかなかに話のわかる人物だという。きっと適切な判断をされることだろう。いい情報を持ち帰ってくれた。感謝するぞ。お前は本当に真摯に働く。それが真実を呼ぶのだと友として誇りに思う。支援物資については本家に再度掛け合っているところだ。準備ができ次第そちらに送るとしよう。熱気にあふれるいい街になることを願ってな。
Sweet. All right. He was very excited. Cecila, 'tis good to see you return to the toll. How fared you in the frozen wastes of Corthus? How's fortune? Is this not a second shipment? I must send thanks to the Lord Horshavan for his continued generosity. Yet, even as their town grows into prosperity, I fear it will attract ever greater numbers of those who could do us harm. In the name of greed or power, all of us, Alphinaud's new recruits included, must remain vigilant against such threats. Alright. While you were away in Corthus, preparations for the inaugural ceremony were all but completed, although the Tataru doesn't yet seem somewhat flustered. I've taken enough time of your time. Why don't you head into the Rising Stone and see if your frantic receptionist could do it with a hand? Alright, what's going on, Tataru? These parchments need to be sorted, and these documents, where are they even here? Oh, I'm so tempted to follow a lot in my waste paper basket. Cecil, you startled me. You wish to lend a hand? Splendid! Would you be a dear and hand these uniforms to the new recruits? They're scattered around in Reborn soul, and I haven't the time to track them all down. The recruits know to don their garb immediately and assemble here in the Rising Stones. You don't want to report directly back to Alphinaud if you don't wish to miss the ceremony. I wonder if the Scions ever have matching uniforms. A well-funded organization as a well-dressed organization, I suppose. Ew, no uniforms. I'm not a fan of uniforms. You won't see me wearing one. Oh, boy. Those who believe this company will see no riches are short-sighted fools. If giving oneself is an investment in the future, must did set my name to the cause. These uniforms were a splendid idea. Once our organization has been made a name for itself, there will be shelling wealth of playing and selling replica costumes to adoring masses. Okay, that's more income, I guess. You above? Although it's best to make my fellows here, but I admit that I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing. Are you new uniforms? I remind me of my induction to the Wood Whalers. Well, if you can't beat them, join them, right? Isildur has at last retired from the adventurer's life. Though I shall miss his wisdom and irrepressible spirit, I am excited to forge my own path forwards. Yes, the uniform. Thank you. Truth to be told, the thought of pledging myself to such a lofty organization is somewhat intimidating. I can get that. Hello there, lass. Looking for me, was he? I suggest giving a whistle, but not sure as I hear it amongst all the bustle. Oh, proper uniforms and all. This thing will cut off the blood to me headed. Not to worry though. I'm sure she'll be fine after making a few adjustments. Little Alamigo could learn much from Revenant's Toll, that this town could be so alive in the midst of such desolation. I'd never worn quite so voluminous. Well, I'm sure I'll grow accustomed to the extra cloth in time. Cecil, right? Gods, I didn't expect to see you strolling about town. The tales of your primal battles were what inspired me to come to Revenant's Toll. It is an honor to see this uniform from your hands. I shall wear it with pride. Oh, we got everybody. The scarlet garb marks me as a proud member of the Maelstrom and a hardy defender of Linus and Lominsa. Yet in truth, I stand for the betterment of the realm, and thought this new company of mine, a fine opportunity to contribute on a grander scale. Well, here's your fancy new uniform. Oh, now that's a striking shade of blue. Put alongside my Maelstrom uniform, my wardrobe will certainly not lack for color. Let me guess, next Zul'Dah? Or no? No Ul'dan man with us. Elbert, I don't believe you met. I'm Elbert, but I will have the honor of leading my fellow recruits as captain. Much I lose to calamity and look forward to aiding others in rebuilding their lives. Here you go. Uniforms are a shrewd decision. There is no easier method of creating a common bond among what is essentially a band of strangers. Alright. So, Cecila, yes, Cecila. The turret mentioned you were handing out the uniforms. I assume you've met the rest of the recruits? Some of you answered to the call of arms while I put forth through the established guild companies and such. We're not yet an army, but there is much a small core of elite warriors can achieve. Did I mention I thought of a name of the company? Tis my hope that it shall soon be known across the breadth of Eorzea. The moment of truth draws near, Cecila. Once the last of the recruits are gathered, I shall make the official announcement. Ooh. Ooh, look at these.
みんな聞いてくれ。ここに集まったのは私の思いに賛同してくれた精鋭たちだ。我々暁の血盟と意志を一つにし、これからのエオルゼアを守っていくために先鋒となることを選んだ勇者たちだ。暁の下で国家間の垣根を越えた活動を行うグランドカンパニーエオルゼア先行組織クリスタルブレイブの設立を今ここに宣言する。相次ぐ万神の権限、蛮族との確執、アウトロー戦区、エオルゼアを取り巻く危機は何一つ去ってはいない。だからこそ我々は先駆けとなって立ち上がる。我々は暁の血盟とともにエオルゼアの守護者となるのだ。全てはエオルゼアのために。全てはエオルゼアのために。
Alright. The unified company.
設立おめでとう、アルフィノ。あ、いえ、クリスタルブレイブ総帥アルフィノ・ルベユール殿。
やめてくれたまえ。形だけの称号だよ。それ自体に何の意味もないさ。我々の目的は同じだ。神々に愛されし地、このエオルゼアの救済。共に尽力していこう。
ええ、これからもよろしくね。
All right. Oh man. We're still going, huh? Christ.
クリスタルブレイブも動き出したわね。私たちも気を引き締め直さなきゃ。はい、私です。やはり委員会本部は消滅していたのね。でも島一つを消し去るなんて一体どうやって。それは本当なの？本当にクリルが見つかったのね。はあ、よかった。そう、状況は良くないのね。分かったわ。ウリエンジェさんには伝えておきます。また後で連絡するわね。ええ、それじゃ。バルデシオン委員会本部の調査団からの連絡よ。友人が見つかったって。 まだ意識は戻らないようだけど、無事でよかった。消滅したというバル島の周辺海域から未知の魔法の痕跡が出たらしいの。以前北ザナラーンで起きた古代魔法アルテマの痕跡に近いらしいけど、まさかアッシエンたちが。ガレマール帝国との戦いの後、マザークリスタル、ハイデリンの声を聞いた。そう、あなたにも聞こえないのね。私もなの。なんだかとても嫌な予感がするわ。ルイゾワ様、どうか暁をお守りください。
Oh boy, ill tidings indeed. God damn, there's more. Shit. Now we are in Corthus. It's Horschiffant. What are you doing? Very good. See that the provisions are prepared for transport. Let us hope that this shipment is spared the fate of the last. The winds are uncommon fierce this day. Ugh. Ishgard. Oh boy. Drama! Drama's ensuing. Where the hell are we now? Looks like we're in Ishgard? Yes, it's so cool. Look, it is. It's the Holy Sea. Ooh, look at all this. Oh! Oh boy, there's two of them. What's happening here? Ceremony or something. Oh boy. Man, that was a long batch of story missions. Holy shit, dude. Okay, so if I want to say we're going to patch 2.4 now. The last patch from Reborn is patch 2.55. I don't know what patch we're in. Let me see. Traitor in the Midst. We are in patch. Waiting for this thing to load. This thing is loading, just loads and just loads and just loads. Just tell me the answer. Yeah, patch 2.4. So we're getting there. We're getting there. So I don't know. Maybe the next. Hard to say. Maybe the next 3 or 4 videos we might be in Heaven's Ward. Who knows? But that's a question for another time, because I'm going to end it here because this is the perfect time to stop. So when we come back, we'll proceed with the story. Well, we'll figure out what's going on with our newly formed company, because apparently we got a traitor. Apparently. So hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next part. Later.